Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 8. This is Game 3, the last of our first run of scenarios. So we won't have Dogfight for a while. We'll have more scenarios coming up later. But we've seen their lists in the preview video. Now we get to see how they do on the board. We finally have some rebels on the board. That should make our co-host very happy this time.
The rebels are here! Hooray! Yeah, James here. Bit of a rebel fan. Also like the resistance. But I also kind of like the Scum villainy stuff. There's some real shenanigans in that team, and there's definitely some here today.
I mean, Scum and Villainy are just all shenanigans, if you ask me. Like, we may see some of their crazy shenanigans play off in this game. I mean, if you've seen the list previews or you're looking at the list now and you're familiar with Scum, you can probably see some tasty combos over there.
And the main thing looking at it is the IG-88D crew on Cad Bane.
That's what just unlocks the craziness on that list. But we talk about shenanigans. There's still some good shenanigans on the other side.
There is. I mean, it's the rebel shenanigans of they help each other out. Because Ahsoka just goes, you know what, Braylen, you're stressed, but don't worry about it. Just do another action.
I mean, Ahsoka's probably considering one of these stipulations of list building this time was you cannot take the same chassis twice. Ahsoka's probably one of the best ones to pair up with either Braylen or Ten Numb.
Yeah.
Allowing for that double action or potentially triple action if you've done the linked. Because otherwise you'd want Gina really with Braylen.
3 force points.
Absolute insanity having 3 force points outside of.
And I didn't realize that she had that many points for loadouts. I mean, look at all these things on her. Instinctive aim, compassion, ion missiles, munitions failsafe, which is a 1-point upgrade that I guess he kind of just threw on there just in case, and a hull upgrade.
I mean, when Brad sent me the list, I sort of had to look at it and go, no, he's definitely done something wrong there. But no, you can fit all of that on Ahsoka. Force users, they are very efficient at packing their ships. We saw it with Anakin in the Y-wing. They know how to Tetris their stuff into their ships so well that they can spend a lot of points. So, but it's going to be interesting to see, again, Brad's gone for the 2 small bases where Ben's gone for the small and medium base. Going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
To see how the teams end up performing, whether there is a noticeable difference between the 2 smalls or the small and mediums, or if one comes out ahead or what have you. But we'll see as the game goes on.
Yeah, so far it's an even split with the double small and the small mediums having a win each. I mean, obviously, game 2, if you haven't seen it, it was a small versus medium and a small versus medium, so always going to be that combo is going to win it. But definitely check those out if you haven't seen them already after you've watched this game. But yeah, it will be interesting to see. I might actually have to look at those metrics towards the end of the season to see which actually does have a better output, really. But that's quite a strong opening there.
Some interesting positionings, because like Ahsoka's clearly sort of trying to get around the side, but I think the smaller board has meant that it's all happening maybe a bit too quick for her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming she's also going to like bank in on this turn, but Braylen is facing down two big guns.
Yeah, that's not the ideal positioning there.
And he's got a lot of health, but he does only have the 1 agility.
Yeah, I was just watching Brad's position. I was like, no, pull back. You've got heavy laser cannon, and if you can get that target lock,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love me a heavy laser cannon.
Oh, heavy laser cannon. I love heavy laser cannon. My preference.
Oh, the laser's just going forwards. Okay. I'm guessing there's a boost coming.
I I wouldn't be. Yeah, here we go. Here's the boost. Surprised we didn't see the Ahsoka ability to give Braylen the target lock first, though.
I mean, it does use up 2 force, and maybe like knowing that you want to do the boost, you go, I kind of want to use the force myself on this occasion. I don't think it's an ability you use every time. I think you do try and use it sparingly for when you really can get a big bonus from it.
Well, I think right now actually could have been quite a good time for it, because
Well, if it's range 1, you don't get the heavy laser cannon, and then you
Yeah.
get a decent range 1 shot.
that is the thing. That really is the thing.
Also, it's still weird
Oh.
to me that a B-wing can take bombs. That's not what the B stands for.
No, I mean it stands for blade, but you can't exactly equip katanas in this game. So,
Man, that would be cool.
I mean, yeah, it would be cool. I mean, it does kind of make sense to me that it can, like, it could be modified for.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's like a
dropping
modification. But when you look at like the list of rebel ships, you go, "Oh, the bomber, that's the Y-wing, right?"
Yeah, true. You do see that. Other ships as well, which kind of surprised me that can drop bombs, and I don't know why.
Ooh,
Decimator.
good
Oh,
shot.
that's a very good shot.
Oh.
You can reroll.
Oh.
Yeah, it always surprised me that the Decimator can drop bombs, because it doesn't seem like a bomb dropper to me. It
I
seems
don't
more
think
like
I ever saw one do that.
I always end up having like a couple of points spare and going, none of the crew interest me. I'm putting seismics on it.
Sure. What do I got here? Ooh.
That's
Is
IG.
it
It's again
it's 3. Okay.
marksmanship.
Oh, no,
No, it was just 2. He accidentally changed one.
You know the other one. Okay.
Oh, no
Is it
crit
really
onto
bad?
Braylen there.
Half points though already.
Yeah, and Cad sneakily did his ability
No,
to pass off the red
That's why
token.
I never really stuck with the B-wings too much. Like, they got a lot of health, but that 1 agility really hurts.
I
get the trade-off. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I think in this format, it's a very risky play.
Especially when that's the offense you're getting in return. Right? Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's Ahsoka, isn't it?
No, that's Braylen.
That is Braylen. Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, for me, when I'm running B-Wings like in a normal game, I like to have 2 or 3 of them together. Like, there was one point where I was running 4 at a time
The
in a
Stress
block.
Boys?
Stress Boys with Gina and I can't remember what the other one was called.
Whoever else you can fit in the list.
Yeah, and you used to be able to fit all 4 of them, and it would be brilliant because you would deliberately stress like one of the Stress Boys and Gina. Gina would then pass the stress off to the other one,
but I think
they would just be having a great time.
The rule set of no same chassis, you avoid that kind of cohesion, and you get some more diversity in the list, which I do like. Also,
Yeah, I mean,
it's more skillful to fly in any kind of formation when the ships aren't the same.
especially when they're different size bases as well. If you ever tried to fly a medium and a small base
More
together
medium.
for
It's
anything,
easy to fly a small and large together because you kind of just go, okay, if they're going 1 speed, I just need
I'll go 3.
one faster. The medium throws that maths just completely out the window and goes, good luck.
Yeah, the medium is 1.5, basically. So, like, if you do turn you do a 1 with the medium and a 2 with the small, and then 1 and 1.
The little like arm things on the IG 2000, do those move forward, and can it grab hold of the B-wing?
I mean, I would love it if it
feel
could,
like
just
that's
to give it a hug.
Happened.
I mean, for me as well.
Okay, yeah, that's more friendly than what's probably happening, but sure.
Yeah. For me as well, I always think that the IG looks like it's the wrong way around.
It kind of does, yeah. Although
I don't know why.
I do like that ability to go, yeah, I've bumped, but I'll take my red calculate and gain a calculate token, because it's not It can
He
ignore the stress that way, right?
he actually advanced censored that.
Oh, that was it. So
He advanced
knowing he
censored
was going to bump.
well, he was looking to do the K turn. That's why. So
Fair enough.
he was actually hoping to K turn
I
over the
looked
top
away
of
for a second.
Braylen.
That's my bad.
Yeah, that's all right. It's one of those.
Because surely he knew Braylen's going to be there, so she just gone curving around. That might bump. Yeah,
I think he thought maybe the 2 would reach around. 3 would have been better.
I think the 3 would have been safer because you can always then follow up with a boost if you are a bit too far away.
Yeah. I mean, Brad is our rookie of the season. He's only really just come back in.
It's still not a bad position. It's just you don't have action.
True. We got the force though, so. But do you take damage? Is the question.
And it looks like he didn't, which is good.
Yeah. So, but obviously, Ahsoka's in a good spot. Should be an extra dice exit. It's range 1. There we go. That is unfortunate. Could have spent the force, but you know what? Probably not worth it.
The IG-88D crew, that's only working whilst IG-88B is on the board, right?
For allowing the double tap, yes.
So I guess it just means Brad, and I guess everyone who plays against Benji goes, well, I guess that makes up my mind on who I'm targeting first. The more expensive ship, who is buffing the other ship.
I mean, that does make a lot of sense there. And I will just clarify, it's not a double tap, it's a reshoot.
You can take a shot with
Yeah.
the cannon, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that
But
does...
people are ignoring it's
disable
Cad Bane, like, come on.
Yeah. The rogue class is very good, especially if he's got you in bullseye. You can't use green tokens to mod your defense.
Also, Cad Bane is just cool.
Yeah, Cad Bane he was the coolest bounty hunter of all of them.
I did see a comparison between all of his appearances in the various shows, and as time goes on, his hat has got smaller and smaller and smaller. Like, if you look at his hat, like when he first shows up, and then compared to like him showing up in spoilers, I guess, but the Book of Boba Fett, like it's so much smaller now.
I mean, I can think from a practical sense why
in
live action.
Bad Batch and like the other animated shows, his hat has got smaller. He's got different hats. I like to think that he's got like a wardrobe of hats similar to Lando has on the Falcon with capes.
It's kind of funny because that's almost that's the exact reverse of a short I saw on social media the other day where there was a scene between 2 people, and every time it cut back to the other person, their hat got bigger and bigger every time.
You know what? Sometimes sketch comedy, just with one simple little thing like that, works so well.
I mean, it got to the point where the person was sat in the car and the hat was basically the car. It was so funny. But what isn't going to be funny is the fact that Braylen is ionized and not in a particularly good spot.
Yeah, is he going to make it past Ahsoka?
A 1 bank to the right might?
Yeah, true. And that will probably give you a decent
range 2.
Actually. Yeah, I think that's probably your best bet.
And Cad is focusing, not calculating those. Oh, going the other way.
Oh, I don't know about going the other way.
You could re-ionize yourself. That is going to be... Yeah, he's landing on the claw. Oh.
Well, I mean,
maybe
he's going over it next turn.
Yeah.
Unless... Oh, no, because he moves before Ahsoka. I was going to say, if Ahsoka can move, use the Force to tell him to barrel roll, he could get away with it, but no, because Ahsoka's... Unless Ahsoka can do it now?
It's 0 to 2, so if Ahsoka only does a small move...
But Braylen still did an ion move. Can he now do other actions now that he's cleared that? Or does he still only get to do a focus for the round?
Why is it that Ion always
I
brings
know,
up these
right?
interesting questions?
Next time we do these and there's Ion, I need to just get the whole
Brush
section
up on the
of
Ion rules.
Yeah. I'm sure the people in the comments will let us know the exact situation.
Yeah. Because like another question that came up during one of the other games with Redline. If Redline does the red focus after bumping, can he still acquire a lock? Because it's not an action, it's just
I
acquire
think
a
that
lock.
one you can do because it, as you say, it's not an action, so the stress doesn't stop you gaining tokens.
That's what I was thinking. Because obviously you can't link off of a focus, so you can't do say, oh, I'll do a red focus to a barrel roll. Can't do that. But yeah, because it's acquire, it's one of those crazy ones where you can essentially do it twice in a round. You could lock and then acquire another lock because it's acquiring, not doing the action. Kind of like R3 Astromech.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which is a really good Astromech in this format,
It
by
is.
the way.
When you're facing two opponents, having two locks is fantastic. That's a terrible roll, though.
Yeah. Oh, this is what's hurting Brad right now. These
Was he
rolls.
going for? No, that was Ben shooting with Ahsoka.
No,
right?
it would have been Ahsoka shooting first. Ahsoka's I5. Ahsoka is the highest initiative in this. So
that's disappointing for Ahsoka.
now Cad.
Ooh, that's what Ahsoka wanted.
Yeah.
Again,
Problem
you know
is-
what? If you keep rolling these hits, you've wasted your money on IG-88D because if you
Yeah.
don't miss your first shot, you're never taking that cannon shot.
And that is actually into Braylen. So Braylen doesn't have to worry about that gas cloud anymore.
No. It has to worry about some debris, though.
Yeah. But that would be a cool mechanic. If a ship goes down, you actually put debris there.
I think I remember seeing someone come up with some rules for that, and it might have also been like an Aces High format, and there was just so much debris on the board.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm going to have to write that down for the next time we do Aces High.
Yeah,
we love
maybe.
Aces High in the local. I like that. But now we've got Ahsoka and a Dream. Can she, in 3 minutes, do 13 damage? Or 8 damage on just IG-88B and not get half pointed and win the game by 1 point?
I think the problem is 8 damage from an A-wing that doesn't have offensive munitions. Granted, there's ion missiles, which is nice, but in terms of dealing out damage, doesn't really do it. I can see what Brad's going for with his list, though. Like, you got Ahsoka being the support ship, Ion the stuff, and then have Braylen come in and hit hard with all of these, the heavy laser cannon, the homing missiles, the seismic charges. But I think
Braylen is the hammer.
Also, that Ion crit was really nasty.
Unfortunate. Yeah, really unfortunate.
Was that going to get past?
I'm not sure if it does.
They're going to take him off the base to check? No.
Oh, it does.
It hits. Wow.
I mean, now Cad doesn't have a shot, but I think you're either going to have one shooting at you or the other. I think.
You know what? I think if you can get this shot in quick and get to another round, you might be able to do something with IG-88B in terms of taking it, but not with that.
No, this
is the green dice.
Yeah, that is unfortunate there. Yeah. Again, it's one of the it's one of the biggest downsides of the A-Wings. Love the A-Wing chassis. Ooh. Think it's super cool.
Double calculate paying off. One calculate is like, oh, okay, there's a token there. 2 calculates may as well just be a focus. For most rolls. Like, how often are you spending a focus on 3 focus results? Not a lot.
True. And that's good. So that is 2 damage on Ahsoka. not half points. Thank you very much, hull upgrade. But
True,
yeah, that's going to make it a lot trickier there. I mean, Braylen going down as quickly as he did. Braylen, again, as I said, Braylen is the hammer. Ahsoka is like the little knife on the side. Ahsoka's there essentially to try and force the expenditure of tokens for Braylen to... If Braylen could manage it, a heavy laser cannon and regular attack, that could be devastating. That we could potentially get 7 damage.
I wonder if potentially Braylen is trying to do too many things between the heavy laser cannon, the torpedoes, and the seismic charges. Like, maybe take 1 or 2 of those and then maybe some more defensive upgrades.
I would say take off the seismics, because one thing I like about the homing
torpedoes... Hang on. You're running seismics in this tournament.
I know, but hear me out.
Okay.
Drop the seismics. You can put something else in there, don't know what. But homing torpedoes, you've got a lock, you go, I'm going to use a homing torpedo. Your opponent goes, okay, I'll only take 1 damage, thank you. You still have your lock. Heavy laser cannon to the rescue.
Oh, true, yeah, because the B-Wing can shoot twice.
Yeah. So if they either go, all right, I'll take the 4, and you maybe not spend the lot.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's another 4 dice. So I will actually point out, one of our commenters on the list preview mentioned that. I hadn't really spotted that, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's actually quite tasty. I mean, I would potentially drop seismics and maybe up the heavy laser cannon to proton cannon, but that's because I'm a big fan of proton cannons.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you got the 2 cannon slots, and
And given how often you're actually in a position to get proton, like the heavy laser cannon off, proton cannons is just as good, because it's very rare you get it 2 turns in a row.
True.
So, but this is...
Had finished the job.
No, CAD can't, but it does leave it with a win for Ben at the end of that one for taking out Braylen.
Didn't get
very well flown there.
Brad did a good job knowing that.
Yes.
Just
I will say, obviously,
on CAD.
Yeah, it's Flight Academy is definitely a baptism of fire when you haven't played that many games. So well done to Brad. You did come up against a very nice combination of bounty hunters there. Always going to be a tough one, but well done to Ben. He obviously had a plan. He executed it exactly as he wanted to. Get rid of the B-Wing. It was the danger piece there on Brad's side. So well done to Ben, scoring himself 4 points for the league tally. Now, we're not going to keep showing the table all the time throughout this. We'll do it after a couple of big rounds so that we can see how we're going. But at the moment, that's 3 games down on Flight Academy. James, I hope that you enjoyed this game and the other 2 games you've looked at this week.
Yes, no, they've been very fun to watch. Thanks for having me.
No worries. And guys, as I said, we've still got plenty more games. This is game 3. We've got 27 more for you, so more action. And next time, we introduce the modified scenarios for the next 3 matches. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. But thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.